Hello everybody and welcome to the second race of the DES GT series in 2024. We are racing the 24 hours of Spa-Francorchamps with Group 3 cars, and we have a very interesting grid as you have seen before. I'm Confuser 3 and I'm not commentating alone because I have ESP Clemson with me this time.
Hello everybody. Ready to I'm really pleased to join this race. It's gonna be a fantastic race that we have today. It's gonna be really close racing. The pack is really close together. Looking at the qualifying times, it's gonna be a really fun race ahead of us.
Yes, especially the places 5 to 8 are very close together, only a half a second between 4 cars, which is with 3 different qualifying drivers, all counted together.
Yeah.
That's why you have seen the 6-minute times. And yeah, this is our qualifying system with 3 drivers. And if you have 4 drivers within half a second, this means more or less that they are within 2 tenths, or even less than 2 tenths. Okay, so who do we have? We have Maverick Leo K for Ronin Motorsports. We have ESP Wesley for the Scuderia Pantera. Yeah, thank you. We have Tyrrell Lightning driving for DLL with the old Toyota Supra. Then we have Zero Kuaku for DON driving the Mercedes. We have him04 with the Porsche 911 RSR. Then we have BBR Stick at Home with the new Supra for DLL. We have Masman67 for the Mercedes RC team. Helipower DLL with the Toyota FT1. We have Zor Charvai X driving for Scuderia Pantera with the Mercedes. Alex Javi with the RRC Mazda RX Vision. Then we have Kyle for Spyro GT in the McLaren 650S. We have Drifty Toby in the RTO McLaren 650S. We have Xercity with the RRC Toyota FT1. And we have Ken Stumich for GTA with the Toyota Supra.
Yeah, very interesting choice of cars that we've seen for the race this time around.
Yeah.
Seems to be a lot of Toyotas. A few teams have chosen to go for the Mercedes as well. And then a bit of a variety with the Mazda, the McLaren, the Porsche. It shows on the times as well how all the cars, even though they have different characteristics and they drive different, they still achieve very close lap times as well.
Yes. Can we start, or is there something that we need to wait for?
No. Sorry, we'll just get ready.
Okay. Good luck, everybody. And we will be starting very soon. Okay, we can start now. We have two TLL teams in the pole position. We have TLL Lightning in front of Helipower. Then we have Kyle, Drifty Toby, Maverick, Leo K, BBR Sigatom, Javi, Wesley, Xercity, Sorcharvai, Ku, Masma, him, and Ken. But let's look at the front. And the 24-hour race has started, sorry.
And there we go. So, yeah, lights out. We go, and it's really interesting the way they're taking the start in here in the Spa 24-hour layout. We can see that Rouge is the first turn we have as the race starts. Everybody close together, going into Camel Straight. And we can see how Helipower wants to make a move already. He doesn't want really Lightning to run away with it. He goes ahead. Yeah, he's taking the position clearly.
Yeah, the FT1 seems to have better acceleration. In the background we can see that Stick and Javi are fighting with each other. Javi seems to be very in line with the Mazda. But also Wesley, very good. Can follow Xercity as well.
We can see everything. I would really clean start. Nobody has had any problems really.
Masma has lost 2 positions. Maybe he did drive very carefully at the start.
Perhaps, yeah. I mean, it's a really long race. You don't really want to put anything in jeopardy in the first lap. So it's really sensible maneuver for sure.
Anyway, Helipower doing the only thing he knows he can do, which is pushing.
Yes, he's going for it. He's opening a little gap. It looks like Lightning perhaps doesn't want to go and push with him. Perhaps he thinks he can keep his tires a bit more alive towards the end of the stint, not pushing now.
Kyle going wide. This can lead to a penalty, and it does. And Kyle also very late on the brakes. We have concertina effect here.
Yeah, we'll close up everything into the main straight, really short straight, going into La Source. You can see how we have 2 cars going 2-3 wide into La. That's gonna be really interesting. Still 3 wide. Ooh, this is gonna be interesting going into Eau Rouge.
Yes,
Kyle manages to slot behind.
Stick has profited the most. He has made up 2 positions already. All others are queuing up behind them. Not really ideal for their situation.
Oh, and Lewis is closing up. We can see Wesley going for it. Wesley looks like he wants to make a move on Kyle.
He doesn't, but Xavi was able to overtake Kyle as well. The Spire GT entry in high troubles here. And with the penalty, he will lose even more time.
Yes, he will be losing definitely 3-4 positions. It will be definitely beyond the group. It will be probably around Serokaku that it seems to have picked up a penalty as well, right behind this little group of cars, trying to stay ahead, trying to stay picking the gap. See if he can stay connected to that group. It will be really beneficial for him for sure on the straights. If you have a group of cars ahead of you, you can always gain a bit on the slipstream. As soon as he gets stranded on his own, it would be really difficult for him to keep up with the lap times.
Yeah. Stig, Leo K, and Javi all very close together now. And in the background we have Kyle, who has to sit out his penalty. Wesley goes for the overtake. Xercity
will go for the double things.
No, he stays behind.
Yeah.
Very bad position to get an overtake done, so this was smart of him.
Yeah.
Now into the bus stop, late on the brakes.
He has to get it a stop, he gets it, but Kyle takes the position. Nice racing. Meanwhile, up in the front, everything is really kind of stable. You can see that heli power is kind of open a little gap, but it doesn't really open too much. Lighting is able to stay with him. And we have Drifty Toby trying to hold on to Lightning. And then we have the big group of cars that is going to be, I think, the main part of the race. There will be probably around 6-7 teams fighting for the midfield. It's all really tight in there. All lap times between all the cars, all the drivers. It's gonna be a really interesting race, definitely.
Yeah, heli power with the 2:17.195, which is quite a good lap. Drifty Toby is the only one faster than this. Lightning 2:17.4, also a very good lap time. Toby in the McLaren. Yeah, what do you think? Which car will be very good in the race trim? We have seen that especially the McLaren was very good in qualifying. Do you see any car which is good for the race?
I will suggest the McLaren as well. I know the McLaren has really good tire wear. It has pretty good fuel consumption as well. Its tank, it can normally outlast the other cars. I'm not sure about the Toyotas, if I'm honest. I'm not really familiar with neither the FT1 or the Supra, so I don't know how far they can go.
Oh, Stig has gone wide. He needs to rejoin the track again. And
yeah, he might get a penalty. Yeah, we will have to see. Yes, there it is. There it is.
Yes, he probably didn't lift.
Yeah, that's the secret. Yeah.
And because the tires are dirty, he also went wide for the next corner. Oh, very late on the brakes.
It's a bit deep. He's managed to make the corner, has to go in the inside. That's going to be vulnerable to Wesley as well. He's going to have not the best exit. Gonna try now. He's not going to try Wesley. That's the sensible thing. He stays behind. He knows that the car ahead has got a penalty, so he can always just wait, sit the lap out and wait for the penalty line where the car will drop and he will get some fresh air.
Yeah, but now the Supra can profit from a very strong top speed.
Yeah, because both the Mazda and the Supra are quite strong on the top speed side. Yeah.
But Stig stays behind. Also didn't see that he wanted to overtake. He rather gave a punch to Javi or bumped into him.
Yeah, most likely he didn't want to risk going into trying the overtake on La Source and Descom. Sorry, it's like just 4 laps into the race. This is at the moment where you want to kind of settle into a rhythm. You want to get into your sort of into your wave, if let's say, and kind of start getting the lap times in. You don't really want to start fighting other cars and putting stress on the tires. That wouldn't be really sensible thing to do.
Yeah. If we're looking through the field again, we have Ali Power in front, 2:17.2 in the next lap, and he's onto it to drive a 2:16. Then we have Lightning. He's very efficient on fuel. He's not pushing that much, it seems. Then we have Drifty Toby, which already has more or less used 25% of his fuel.
Yep.
Leo K as well, very close to 25%, not exactly. Then we have Javi, who is very efficient on fuel as well. Wesley in the background, also using quite a bit of fuel. Same as Kyle. Stick has fallen back with the penalty to P8. Also going for the 4th stop, it seems. Same for Xercity, same for Ku, same for him, same for Ken, same for Sorchavai. And then we have Basma, who is saving fuel as well.
Yeah, we can see that roughly pretty much everybody, I think it's gonna be on the same strategy. I don't know if we're gonna see perhaps Lightning on that Supra. He's really saving a lot of fuel in that sense. He's got a significant amount of fuel, more than his opponents. So I don't know if he will be able to actually manage the 3 stops. That's what the pace suggests, if you ask me, because no, we know he is really fast and could be probably doing way faster lap times. But I'm guessing he's playing the long game and just trying to save as much fuel and tires as possible to make it on 3 stops.
Yeah, it's definitely on at least a 3 stop. I wouldn't be surprised if he even would go for a 2 stop, but I think this is too much of a stretch to do.
Yeah, because I will be calculating about 78, 77, 78 perhaps on laps for the race. So yeah, it will be, I think, a big stretch in terms of fuel. Perhaps he could save tires and the tires will actually make it, but I think he will not make it on fuel. But again, I'm not really familiar with that Supra, so I don't know exactly what the potential is on that car. We can see now how he's getting really close to Highly Powered up front.
Yeah, Haley lost a bit of time somewhere. Maybe he has a penalty. I don't know. But Lightning now is quite close behind him.
Yeah, and we can see Toby behind is still keeping tabs with those guys. They haven't really gone too far away from him. And we can see after that Leo K is still as well. Everybody pretty close. There's not big gaps still appearing, and as it was suggested by the times as well that everybody was going to be really, really close. The qualifying times were all really close, so that means that the race pace is going to be really close between all the drivers.
Lightning is close to Helipower, but I think he's saving fuel quite a lot.
Yeah, we can see
slipstream.
He will probably be doing some lift and coast as well, taking advantage of that slipstream. He will have that big Toyota punching a hole in the air for him. So yeah, I think he's just playing the long game.
I must read the chat now, and I see a message from Bosworth. I love you, Comfy. I love you too, Bosworth. Outside.
Always the fans always with them with messages of love. It's always nice to see.
Yeah. Okay, then we have quite big gaps behind the others. Toby, big gaps. I wouldn't say that, but at least no slipstream range for them.
No, it appears that it's Kyle in 8th at the moment that is putting pressure on Stick in 7th.
Yeah.
There is just a few tenths separating them.
But we have Toby in P3, 1.5 seconds behind Lightning, 1.5 seconds behind Maverick. Then we have 2 seconds gap to Javi. but Xavi is also saving fuel. They're also trying to do a 3-stop. Wesley also 2 seconds behind Xavi. Then we have another gap of 2 seconds from Stig to Kyle. And this is the field that is a bit close together. Xercity in P9, then Q in P10, also only half a second behind Xercity. Then we have him 04, Ken and Zorchar Y, all behind each other.
Yeah, it's really close. The last part of the field, yeah, really from 7th down, even 6th. They're all really close together. They will be benefiting each other from the slipstream down the Cameron Straight.
Yeah.
And it will be as a chess game from now on who can keep the tires underneath them, and most importantly, who can actually save the most fuel. Because I think this race is going to be marked really by the fuel consumption and how the drivers are going to manage that within their cars. It's gonna be, yeah, it's really, it can pan out in many different ways. We know that there's always different strategies from all the teams, different variations, so it will be interesting to see.
Yeah. Again, looking at the front, we have Heli Power and Lightning driving 2:16.2, very good pace from Heli Power. When I asked him after qualifying, because he did such a good lap, he said he doesn't like Spa. This is not his favorite track. He's not good on it, but still good enough to drive a 2:16.2, it seems.
Yes, yeah. If he is not good at the Spa and he doesn't like it, then I don't really want to see his times on the track that he likes, because he really smashed it out of the park with that lap, that 15.3 that he put on. As only Lightning managed to be faster than him, but obviously we know that the levels we're talking about, and so it's really remarkable, really, to say that.
Yeah, Lightning saving fuel as much as he can.
Yeah, we can see he's still able to stay on the 16s, high 16s, mid 16s, still enough to keep tabs with Heli Power. We don't know exactly how much Heli Power will be pushing or how much will be saving in that sense, but given that he's the car ahead, he's always gonna be the one in the disadvantage. It might be sensible for him to perhaps let Lightning pass and stay on his wake for a few laps. It will be very interesting to see how that develops. And then if we go carry on down the field, we have Toby still trying to hang on to that group of 2 cars on the lead. I have Maverick kind of like just trying to stay with Toby. That will be probably the fight for the podium between those 2 drivers, between those 2 teams, more like should I say. And then we have again Jari, Alex Javi in 5th position.
I don't know how to speak out that name anyway. Is it Javi? Is it Javi? I don't know.
Yeah, I will think it's Javi, given his surname. It looks to be Spanish as well, so I would think it's Javi, but yeah, I'm not sure. I've always had people saying it as Javi, so I just kind of like go with that as well. It's difficult to in those situations as always.
Yeah, he hasn't corrected me yet, so I'll just go with Javi.
I can imagine how he's gotten accustomed to it. I know for experience that in English language, the people tends to struggle to pronounce that sort of sound for Javi, so they just prefer to go for Javi. It's just easier for them, really. But yeah, we can see how the gap is kind of like shortening now a little bit between Alex Javi and Maverick. Leo K is getting below the 2 seconds now. Seems that Wesley is kind of trying to hang on for P6 behind Alex Javi. And then we have again Kyle and Stig that are having their own little battle. I think Kyle is Spider GT running the McLaren. I think they have a good chance as well. I think the McLaren is gonna do good in this race. It's a car that has really good fuel consumption, so it's a really powerful weapon in these long races.
Yeah, definitely. If you look at Lightning, his car seems to be producing fuel rather than using. At this rate, he can go for 24 laps.
It is quite astonishing the amount of fuel that he's been able to save. It is really gonna give him a big advantage towards the end of the stint for sure.
And P3, we see that Maverick has closed up to Toby. Only 6/10 between them now. But this was a very good corner from Toby, or maybe not a good one from Maverick. A second again. For me, the McLaren was one of the cars I was considering to race in a Spa, but then we decided against it and to use the Mazda because we thought that the McLaren is better one lap pace, but it is harder to save fuel with that car because you have to use higher revs to get great speeds. And with the Mazda you don't have to do that.
Yeah, the Mazda will have more natural straight line speed. Yeah, I haven't driven the McLaren for a while, to be honest. I know it used to be a really good car. Perhaps now it's not as good, or it's got perhaps a little bit worse fuel consumption. But yeah, I think it will still be a team to be a car to actually be on the top positions.
Yeah, I think it's still a very good car because it still has good pace. But at least for me, the Mazda was easier to drive when you wanted to save fuel.
Yeah, the Mazda is also a very good car. This Mazda RX Vision GT3, it is a really good car all around. It's got good handling, it's got good tire wear, it's got good fuel consumption, it's got good top speed. It's not too bad on acceleration either, so it does struggle a bit off the line to get off the line when you have to do a standing start, but given that the field will be going on a rolling start, that shouldn't affect much.
Yeah, have you seen what Maverick has done? He has been lifting behind Toby. He also wants to save fuel. He didn't want to overtake Toby.
He's trying to stay on his slipstream. Yeah. I mean, we can see that the tire wear is it's a bit high perhaps on the. We can see the levels of tire wear for the cars. You can see the cars on the front. Obviously, Lightning is getting the biggest advantage on the tires as well. It's able to drive very smoothly. Probably everybody is on the same level of wear. There's slightly more differences between one car and the other.
Yeah, Heli Power still trying best laps, still driving 2:16.6, and this one could be a 2:16.1 if he finishes it.
Yeah, and we can see in the meantime Lightning is still just having a first seat view of how Lightning is going for it, how Heli Power is going for it. Just sitting there behind him, trying to save as much fuel as possible, keeping a stable pace. It's a long race, it's a long stint. You want to save as much energy as well as possible.
Yeah, sadly not the best lap for Heli Power, but very close to it.
We can see how everything is bunching up behind as well, a bit between Drifty Toby and Maverick and Arichavi. Arichavi is just caught there. It's caught up to them. Now it's going to be interesting to see if he decides to overtake and take the lead of a group, or he decides to stay behind them. I think he will stay behind and not really go for it. I don't know. I'm not sure. Let's see.
No peace saving.
Yeah, he will be just sitting in there.
Yeah, maybe an overtake. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he goes for it. Yeah.
He went for it.
It doesn't. It seems like he doesn't want to be at the back of a group. It'll be interesting to see now if he chooses to attack into Toby.
Yeah, it seems Toby is losing a bit of pace now. The last 2-3 laps weren't that good. Maybe tire wear kicking in for him. Although Javi has about the same wear.
Yeah, it seems that Maverick behind him is the one a bit with the highest wear. We can see his fronts are already like halfway, where there will be still a few laps to go for them. I would think they will go for 15 to 16, lap 15, 16 to pit on a window for a full stop. So there's still a few laps to that.
Yeah, except Xavi, he's on a 3-stop, I guess, because the fuel will last for 20 or 21 laps.
Yep, yeah, I see. He will be on a 3-stopper for sure. He's gonna be quiet in there.
The never-ending game is asking at what point will Lightning just go past Heli because Heli's pace drops too much. That's a good question. I think at the moment he's happy with the position he's got.
Yeah, I don't think he's got any rush overtaking Heli Power, to be honest. At the moment, Heli Power's laps, we can see that his last lap time has been a bit slower than his average, but still, it seems enough for Lightning to be happy to stay behind, and it would be probably the more sensible thing to do.
Yeah, firstly that, and secondly, I guess Heli Power will go into the pits in not 2, but at the very latest he will go into the pits in lap 17, I guess. Unless he starts to save fuel.
Yeah, but again, it doesn't really have that many laps left to start to save fuel as well, so he wouldn't be able to save much. I think, he's not gonna be going much longer than that, and we can see why the Lightning will be going way longer. So I think he's just not bothering taking that position on the track. He will just wait to the pit, and he will be probably coming ahead already. We will see how that develops. You can see Chappie's stabilized. The gaps are opened up a little bit. He took in the position from Maverick, and now Maverick is just trying to hang on into there in fifth position. And we're going down the field. We have Wesley for Scuderia Pantera still on 6th, keeping that sort of 3-second gap to the car ahead.
And also the car behind.
Yeah, we have a Stick that had that little problem in the beginning. That penalty that cost him some time, lost him some positions. He's still keeping that gap to Wesley, but he's got Kyle for Spider GT on 8th position. He's been sitting behind the Stick again for pretty much since the beginning of the race. He's probably been saving quite a lot of fuel.
Can you go through the field one time, please? Yeah, we can go through the field, but let's look if Kyle goes for the overtake or if he chooses to stay behind the Stick. Also, if you look at tire wear, the tire wear of Stick doesn't look too promising. The fronts are already half used. It should be enough to go to the Stint end if you want to do a 4-stopper, but yeah, not too convinced if this is.
No, it looks like that. It looks like that Toyota FT1 has got some tire wear. Yeah.
That's a Supra, mate.
Oh, sorry. Oh, yeah, that's the Supra. Oh, sorry. I do confuse. I do mix them up. Sorry.
Yeah, no problem. Anyway, Kyle also faster to the Eau Rouge. Will he go for the overtake now, or will he just stay behind? Okay, yeah, he will stay behind. And now Kyle just disregards what I said and goes for the overtake.
For it. Keeps the position, manages to hold the position. Stig didn't really fight it too much. I guess he didn't want to get into trouble.
Kyle is a bit better on tires, while Stig is a bit better on fuel.
Yeah, that would be very interesting to see how that develops.
Okay, let's look through the field for one time. We have Heli Power in P1, still driving 2:16 lap times with the best lap time of 2:16.2. Then we have Tierra Lightning behind him, saving a lot of fuel and also very little tire usage. Absolutely perfect what he's doing right now.
Yeah.
Then in P3.
Indeed.
Sorry.
No, yeah, sorry. Yeah, I was just gonna say, indeed, it's really incredible what he's managing to achieve. Yeah.
Then we have Thrifty Toby for RTO in P3, and really maxing out McLaren's red line advantage. Javi behind him in P4, still having quite a lot of fuel, trying the 3-stopper. Behind him we have Maverick, who's managing to keep up with the guys in front of him, still doing 2:17 lap times, ready solid. Then we have Wesley in P6. He had a slower lap time this time around. It was a 2:20.5. Maybe he had a penalty or a little mistake. Then we have Stig in P7 again. Kyle must have made a mistake somewhere. Yeah, 2:20. And he lost the position to Stig again. Then Xercity in P9. His best lap time at 2:17.2. I think he can go for 17 laps if he continues like this. Then we have Sorchavai in P10 with the Mercedes. And I think he has to go into the pits in the next lap or in the 16th lap. We have to see.
I don't think. Yep.
Then lost the car nearly, but was able to save it. But him 04, getting in front of him. And wow, look at the tire wear and the fuel consumption of that Mercedes.
That is some, he's gonna be going into the pit probably this lap. And
Ken, on the other hand, quite a lot of fuel saved for him. But the tires don't look too well. And if we look at Masma, the last lap time, or at least this lap, doesn't seem to be that well, but tire wear nearly non-existent for him. I think he might have the best tires in the field except for Lightning.
Yep, I think he is trying to go for a 3-stopper as well. I would suggest looking at the lap times, they look quite stable on the 19th. Looking at the fuel he's got left, I would think he's trying for a 3-stopper.
Yeah. Otherwise, the clock time going up. Because this is the race timer. That's why the clock is going up. Plus, I think in the spectator perspective you are not able to see the time left. But yeah, we are 32 minutes into the stint. We still have no damage at all. No big mistakes from anybody.
Yeah, very clean race, very clean start of the race. We go into the first half hour. You can see how the positions are still fairly close together as well, not really too big gaps.
Yeah, now I was thinking that somebody was going straight, but obviously it only looked like that. Yeah, okay, but I think in this lap we will see the first pit stops.
Yeah, I think for sure that we have the Mercedes AMG of the for Dawn 1, the car driven by Siruku is gonna need to be. He's gonna be going into the pits surely this lap. He's barely got no fuel left. He's got almost no tires left as well on his front tires. I see how all the cars seems to suffer a little bit more on left tire wear than on the right, given on all the fast right handers on this track.
Yeah, Heli Power goes for one more lap, Lightning right behind him. And look at the difference in fuel. Astonishing.
Amazing, yeah.
Literally, Lightning is still at 40% fuel, whereas Heli Power has 10% left. Then let's look behind. We have Drifty Toby, who will also pit in this lap. Then Javi, 25% of fuel left. Definitely going for the 3-stopper.
Yep.
Tires look okay for the distance. Then Leo probably going into the pits in lap 17. Then Wesley might be going to the pits in this one or in the next lap.
Yeah, I would think that he will try to stretch it as much as possible.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, I think most will go into the pits in this lap. Only Ku has gone into the pits. And yeah, considering his pace was 217 to 18, which is pretty solid. But at the expense of using a lot of fuel. And if he continues like this, it will be even difficult to do a 4-stop. So he still has to work on fuel management.
Yeah, he will have to, because I mean he's right on the limit on being able to make 4 stops.
Yeah, Ken with a mistake. His tires on the front don't look too well.
That Toyota seems to have some wear as well on the front. He's going long, seems a bit too long again.
Yeah, he seems to be. Sorry.
Yeah, he's probably having some understeer issues at the moment.
Yeah, he seems to be in understeer hell. Okay, let's look at the front. We see Heli Power going into the pits, or we don't, because the camera was at the wrong place. And now we can see how much time he loses.
Yep, Lightning he carries on. It's gonna take on the front of on the lead of the race. He's gonna have Klinger at front. He's got a fairly nice gap behind. Yeah, we can see Drifty Top is going into the pits as well. Pretty much everybody is coming into the pits this lap.
Yeah. All on the 4-stop, it seems.
Yeah, and it seems that only Arix, Javi, Maverick is still on the track. Has gone for another lap.
Wesley, Xerxity. Well, I think the 3-stopper only will be for Lightning, Javi and Masma. I think the others will go into the pits in this or the very next lap.
Yep.
Still waiting for the refueling process to finish. And now he finally can leave Heli Power. Let's see what the gap is when he leaves the pits. And out of the pits he goes, and it's exactly 1 minute that he lost.
Yeah, pretty good pit stop. That's That's roughly about the amount you will expect to lose on a pit stop on such a long one as this one in Spa.
Yeah.
Given that there is a 24-hour layout, of course the whole straight is taken for the pit stop, so it does take quite a while. Yeah.
Yeah, the pit stops are ridiculously long considering the rest of the tracks have. I think only in Le Mans you have about the same time loss. Now, if we look at the rest of the field, Drifty Toppy is in P8, 8 seconds behind Heli. Then we have Stig, for which the camera doesn't work.
Oh, yeah. We have. It appears that we see Kyle right behind him. It appears that he's crossed the pit lane entry.
Unfortunate.
Exit, sorry. Yeah.
Sorchar with a half-second penalty, then him 04 was able to get back in front of Ku. And then we have Ken in P14, who was happy to change tires. But yeah, as we have seen, as we predicted, Maverick, Wesley and Xerxity all in the pits, 17 laps for them. And now the only drivers out here are Lightning and Javi and Masma, of course.
Yeah, the three entry took on for a 3-stopper. We will see how Wesley, Maverick and Xerxity slot into the race.
Yeah.
See Heli Power just going down the route.
I think Masma will be pretty happy to see that he's in P3.
Yeah, after running all the beginning of the race at the back, trying to save fuel with no one around, he will be probably quite happy to be at front again. So we have
lap times
the drivers now. All the drivers coming out of the pits now. It seems that they all slot roughly within the same positions.
Heli Power now making big steps towards Masma. Masma not the fastest driver in the world, but always with 100% motivation to do well.
Yep, and a very solid consistency as well, we can see from his lap times. And obviously we can see Heli Power now, he's just got out of the pits. He will have fresh rubber, although he will have a full tank of fuel. That car will feel really, really crisp and handy on his hands, so he will be going for it. He will be trying to shorten that gap. He knows that Lightning is stretching his stint at the front, so he wants to lose as less time as possible.
Yeah, but if Lightning continues to stretch that stint, then he might be pitting after 54 minutes or something.
Yeah, it's definitely putting it really difficult for Heli Power. Even though Heli Power's got an amazing pace, it is gonna be really difficult to match that.
Yeah, Masma with a half-second penalty, and Heli Power already approaching Masma.
Yeah. See if he's not gonna force it. He's just gonna let him pass and stick behind him.
Yeah, just letting him pass is the smart thing to do.
Yeah, indeed.
He's not fighting against him, so not worth it. Last lap time of Masma after so many 2:19 lap times was a 2:21. Probably also had the penalty there.
Yeah, the tires probably starting to make a difference, and that AMG is probably feeling a little bit understeer in all the corners, and so probably that's what caused him that, going a bit wide, going past the line, getting that penalty.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's doing a fantastic race for sure.
Lightning still clocking in the consistent 2:17 lap times, 2:17 zeros through the board, while still saving a lot of fuel. absolute gold strategy, if you ask me.
Yep, yeah. Only now it looks like his front tires are starting to wear a little bit, but yeah, it would be fairly. Well, I don't know how easy it will be. Definitely for him, it seems easy to stay on those 17, low 17, high 16 numbers.
Yeah.
Lap times is pretty impressive, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, Javi is a bit more problems, but still doing a 2:17.7, still a very good lap time. And I think he will be pitting in this lap. And this solidifies the 3-stop strategy.
Yep. And we can see that at the moment he's got about a 49-second gap to Heli Power behind, so he will be obviously losing that position.
Crazy Johnny's Lightning fährt 2-Stop, wenn ich mir den Sprit angucke. Nein, ich glaube nicht, dass das für eine 2-Stop-Strategie reicht. Da müsste er noch mehr sparen, weil für die 2-Stop bist du 26 oder 27 Runden schaffen. Und bei aller Liebe für Hisal, im Moment sieht es nicht so aus, als ob er das machen könnte. Da müsste er im nächsten Stint dann doch noch deutlich mehr sparen. Anyway, back to English. To those who don't understand German, Johnny has said that Lightning might be looks to be going on a 2-stop, and I responded that this is not the case, because if he wants to go for a 2-stop strategy, he has to do 26 or 27 laps, and with this rate he can do 24, so this won't work. This will be a 3-stop.
I think he's gonna be close to it, but I think it's not gonna be possible for him. Yeah. But it's just remarkable, just the fact that he is close to doing a 2-stop. Really.
Yeah, you probably could be the only one to do a 2-stop and still winning the stint.
Yeah,
but at this rate, I think the 3-stop might be better, because you still have to. Yeah, he's pitting. Now this is not a 2-stop anymore.
Yeah, he's going for the 3-stop. But yeah, he saves again more fuel than everybody else, so he will have a shorter stop as well. You can see how his tire wear is still impeccable. You can see how he didn't have many problems and still staying on the 17.0 on his last lap. So yeah, it's pretty impressive.
Another 3 seconds saved through having 15 leads, or another 4 seconds saved.
Yep, exactly.
Okay, then let's see where Heli Power will come out. Will he stay in front of Javi? Will he stay in front of Lightning?
Yep, Javi makes his way into the box now. He's it's about now making his stop. Fuel goes in about now.
I think he won't catch Lightning, but he will catch Javi.
Yep.
Oh.
Lightning is getting out of a bit. It's gonna be close, I think.
Yeah, Lightning didn't even refuel to the brim, so he's quite comfortable to do this strategy.
Yeah.
Yep, he's coming out. He will easily stay in front of Heli.
Yeah, Heli just going on all rules about now. Yeah, there he is.
Javi now going out of the pit will probably have to give up the positions to Toby and Maverick. But again, he's on a completely different strategy, so I don't think he will be too. He will be too angry about it.
Yeah, he will be probably thinking, he's got the advantage on them. He will have way fresher rubber towards the end of the stint as well. So yeah, he's probably gonna do kind of like the same he did on the beginning of the race. He's kind of sitting there, try to save some fuel through the laps. You can see Wesley now on screen, putting at some high 16s now, trying to put some pace, trying to stay with Javi. Definitely remarkable that he's still within 3 seconds of him as well. We know Alex Javi's got really good pace. He's really fast driver as well.
Yeah. By the way, I just want to say cheers. I have a beer with me, non-alcoholic, of course, because I will drive the next stint, so I have to be at my best.
Yep. Yeah, we can see how also the gap now between Kyle and Stick has increased as well.
Yeah.
He's settled now on 7th for the Stick. He will be trying to push ahead, trying to recover that time with Wesley. We can see Masma now on the screen. He will be probably not happy that he's back to the back of the field, but he knows that he's got an advantage as well. So it'll be interesting to see what happens towards the end.
Yeah, he's now 38 seconds behind Ku. I don't think he will catch them up again, but yeah, he's just trying to have a stint without a mistake and without pushing too much. So if he's in P14, this is absolutely okay. I think at the moment he can be pretty happy with the stint.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And the hardest part now, the 20 lap stint is already finished, is already done. So the next time he will pit, it will be in lap 39. And now he can
the 19th. Yeah, he can actually have. Yeah.
He can push a little bit more. Yeah, look at how much Lightning is short shifting. If you look at the refs, he's not pushing it at all. He's shifting at 1/4 of the indicator, which is the same what I was doing with the Mazda. And I got 22 laps out of it.
Yep, I did that with the Merc and I did about 20. But again, the times were really slow. So.
Yeah. Heli pushing like he always does, 2:16.1 with his fastest lap time.
Yeah, we can see how he's trying to close the gap. He's trying to stick to the back of Lightning. He probably thinking, I will do the same that he did before. I'll just sit behind him and try to save as much as possible. But he also probably knows that he stands a pretty slim chance.
Yeah, but if he can save a bit of fuel and maybe last for 1 or 2 laps longer, then he will save fuel.
That will be definitely, it will be definitely on his advantage for sure. Yeah.
Especially in the last stint when he has to pit 3 seconds less or so, it can be a game changer. Maverick now in P3 has overtaken Toby and did the fastest lap by himself, 2:16.0.
Yeah, wow. He's on fire. He seems to be on fire now, Maverick, trying to shorten that gap. We can see how the two up front, Lightning and Heli Power, have opened about a 12-second gap now, 12.5 to Maverick. It's definitely the race up in the front for the race lead, and now there will be the fight for the podium will be between Maverick, Drifty, and I think Javi will have it really on the strategy. We'll have to see.
Yeah, Javi is more on a battle for P2 instead of P3 if he continues like this.
You think he can actually take it up to Heli?
Yes, when he pits once less, then he saves about a minute. So it's
true.
Entirely possible. At the moment, the gap to Heli is 20 seconds. If he can keep that up, then it could be possible to overtake him. I don't think it will be enough for Lightning, not at all. But yeah, if he can finish on the podium, P2 or P3, this would be very great.
For for sure. I mean, this is a really strong field, like really fast drivers. We can see it's still low 216s now for heavy power.
Especially in the braking zones, he comes a lot closer. Another very good lap, 216.1. Consistent fast lap times.
It's really impressive the pace that those two guys are imposing at the front, for sure.
Yeah, same as Maverick, another 216.1. Fastest man on the field with heli power together. Like they're more or less cruising compared to the others.
Yeah, it looks like Maverick now is trying to push hard. So he's trying to open up a bit of a gap.
Yeah, Javi also with a 216.8.
Very good lap time as well. Very good lap time for a 3-stopper is really impressive.
Definitely, and it seems to be that he's on another personal best. Are you lighting up a cigarette or something?
I did light up. I did light my lighter, yeah.
Wesley 2.3 seconds behind Javi. Also with a 216.8, the more or less exact same lap time as 200ths of a second slower than Javi, but not really something to be sad about.
Yeah, for sure. And we can see how Stig now is getting up close as well. It's been inching little by little on that gap towards Wesley, towards that 6th position.
Yeah, it's pushing. The last lap time in the 22nd lap was a 216.2.
Yeah, pretty fast time, only 2/10 of the fastest.
Okay, Blaze just said he can't stream Stint 2. But it seems that another streamer would already be ready. Nushel, please do communicate with Matthäus because I'm streaming right now and this is taking a lot of power from the laptop, so if I do anything else than streaming, then it will be difficult. Lol. He's driving Stint 2, don't listen to Bosworth. Yeah, sorry, in the wake of streaming I might not always look at the names of the Stint. Sorry, man. As you said, Kyle with a gap to stick of 7.5 seconds, but he also did a personal best lap time with a 216.2 2 times in a row.
Yep, he seems to be going on doing his personal best now. Yep, trying to obviously keep tabs with the stick. He probably thinks it's probably just about the same pace on him, so it's really difficult to kind of like shorten that gap on time. But he's definitely doing a really great race after starting on the front. Really great qualifying for Spider GT guys, and now sitting on P8, comfortable gap behind Strojavaj, doing his debut for Scuderia Pantera, and he's sitting on 9th at the moment, about 10 seconds ahead behind Kyle. I think he's about 4 seconds ahead of Xer City behind.
Yeah, Xer City with a bit different strategy. He has done 1 lap more than Strojavaj in the previous stint and is looking to do another stint where he goes 1 lap more than the rest. I'll try to look on my phone. Maybe if the things are true, what is said in the chat with Serial Blaze not being able to stream, then okay, he's really not able to stream. Alex asking, we don't know who's going to stream Stint 2. Yeah, how should we know if the streamer just said he can't stream? Now we have to find someone else to stream. Okay, sorry. Now that I've finished looking at my phone, and yes, indeed, we need a new streamer for Stint 2 because Serial Blaze can't stream. If you look at P11, we have him 04 with the Porsche. Honestly, I was surprised to see the Porsche being chosen, and not even once but twice.
Yeah, I coincide. I was surprised too. It's perhaps not the best car on fuel and tire wear. Is an endurance race is Although it is a pretty good car all around Spa, but yeah, I think they will be on the disadvantage really towards compared to other cars.
Yeah, I mean it's an alright car, but I could use 15 different cars who are better for this. Anyway, but the Porsche, we already know it from last year, is very, very, how should I put it? It's a car that is likely picked at the beginning already. And we have seen many teams going for the Porsche last year in the Group 3 series, and more often than not the Porsche was already chosen within 1 or 2 hours and couldn't be chosen anymore. This year we changed the system up a bit so that everybody can choose the cars they like twice throughout the whole season. So if they chose the Porsche twice, they can't use it for the third race.
Yeah, in my opinion, it works a bit better. It gives a bit more flexibility to the teams to actually choose the right car for their drivers, the one that suits them more, the one that adapts better. So yeah, I think it's an improvement for sure. And we can see now, like the fight for 12 going into La Source between Kenneth Tomic and Seruku, really close together.
Yeah, I think Ku is not saving that much of fuel again. If he continues like this, I think he will have to pit in lap 30 again.
Yep, he needs to start thinking about saving a few laps. This is a perfect opportunity for him as well. Now being right behind Ken, he can just sit on that slipstream, perhaps lift and coast, so shift a little bit. We can see how he's pushing that fifth gear to the maximum at the end of the Camel Straight. So obviously that's gonna be hurting his fuel consumption. Yeah, it's gonna be close. I guess he will be. The whole team will be looking into the strategy and looking at the numbers, and I think it's gonna be close for sure. Yeah. Oh, we can see how it goes a bit wide.
Who went wide?
It was Seruku.
Ah, okay. Because I'm trying to contact the Orga to ask if they can find someone for Stint 2.
It looks
Oh, Ku has made a mistake.
Ooh, yes, he's spun. Yeah, that's coming to the back, towards the back straight, probably towards the on the curve. Those curves on the exit are really tricky, and yeah, I know for sure with the Merc, with most of the cars really, but the Merc is one of those that it really pushes the rear, and yeah, it's easy to span out.
I've been asked to switch to P7, so yeah, here we have stick at home.
Yeah, we can see how he's got the gap roughly stable and within 1.5 2 seconds now to Wesley up in 6th. The gap behind is a bit shortened up a little bit. Kyle seems to be putting some decent laps. He's running on the 16s, roughly the same pace as Stig. Wesley up in 6th as well. He seems to be on the mid 16s, low 16s.
Yeah, and Javi is holding the gap still at 20 seconds to Lightning. Very solid. So he's doing a good job right now. Heli Powers seems to be trying to save fuel behind Lightning until he has to pit. It doesn't seem that he wants to overtake.
Yep. It will be the more sensible thing to do, really. He knows by now probably that he is on a disadvantage. Probably looking at how long Lightning's stop was, he knows that his best bet is to stay behind him now and just stay close and try to save as much fuel as possible, really.
Yeah.
And the gap now we can see it's about 13 seconds. It's increased a little bit, but yeah, not by much. Obviously those two guys are on their own league at the top, fighting for P1 for the race win. It will be also Alex Javi as well, that with the good pace he has and the good strategy, it might not be enough to fight for the win, but he will be definitely up fighting for the P2. And then it's gonna be the fight behind between Maverick and Drifty Toby. If we compare again now that we look at the fuel consumption for heli power, we see that he's got about a quarter of the tank left, whilst his opponent up in front of him, Lightning, with like an amazing half a tank left. Barely any wear on his tires. Is definitely really looking really low for Lightning and DLL3 at the front.
Now Toby only 1 second in front of Javi. Then we have a bit of gap to Wesley, 2.5 seconds, another 2.5 seconds to Stig. Kyle is catching up. Not that much, but he is. And
yeah, little by little he's getting there.
Yeah, also a personal best lap of 2:16.0 in the 26th lap. Really pushing that car as much as he can. The wind also being stable throughout the whole stint at the moment.
Yeah, that's something that it can have a big impact as well, definitely on lap times. And we have Soldier by Scuderia Pantera 1, entry number 1, sitting on 9th at the moment, 12 seconds ahead to Kyle on P8. He's got about 8.5 to Chelsea behind, sitting on P10.
Yeah, but their city seems to have better tires and more fuel in the car.
Yep, it seems to have a advantage at the moment.
Then him 04 in P11 will go for about 2 more laps as well. I think he will pit in lap 32 or something. Then we have Ken. His tires already look pretty used. I don't think he will do that much. Then we have Ku, who is already at the fuel limit. He will need to be very careful. And then we have Masma, who has pitted, as it seems. And yeah, that's probably the first time that anyone has gotten damage. He has pitted in lap 28. And another mistake, oh no. No. Ouch, that was not good. Him 04, luckily he did a brake and was able to avoid an accident, but that was not smart from Masma. That was not good. And now he has to pit once more.
Yeah, shame.
That's a shame.
Again, it's really easy to lose the car, the rear of the car on the exit of Pujon like he did. As soon as you touch the curve a little bit, it can just send you off into the barrier, and the barrier is really close. It's very much unavoidable to have damage. Yeah, real shame.
Yeah,
but I'm sure he'll recover from that. He'll just pit and get back into the rhythm and try to get into that time.
Yeah, but that's of course very unfortunate because now he has lost so much time and he has to go to the pits once more, and it just takes so damn long.
Yeah.
Okay, Heli Power now has backed down a bit, or Lightning is increasing his pace. 2:16.0. Only close to the fastest lap. But still...
Yeah, we got only hundreds here, but it's amazing.
Yeah, but still with 10 laps all tires.
Yeah, and we can see how the tire wear is also astonishingly good. Like it's just amazing how he can keep the tires alive on that Supra for so long.
I mean, there is a reason why he is a GT champion.
Yeah, for sure.
You would not expect something else from him.
Ooh, and we see it seems like Heli has had a bit of an off coming into the bus stop. He goes a bit long.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
okay, Ku now has pitted as well. As I predicted, he was able to go 15 laps, and yeah, again, if he wants to make the 4-stop work, then he has to look at this fuel.
Yeah, he needs to start putting some 16 lap stints for sure.
Yeah, he needs now to put in some 16 laps or 17 lap stint, because otherwise he will have to do a splash and dash, and even doing a splash and dash will cost you 35 seconds or something.
Yeah, here is definitely not an option that you wanna go for. Obviously, it's the last resort you have in case of an emergency at the end of the race. But yeah, I'm sure they will be looking into those numbers, and they have to really.
Sorjarvai now also in the pits. Interestingly, it was lap 31 for him, so his fuel didn't last as long as last time.
Yeah, perhaps he was pushing a little bit more.
Ken is also pitting prematurely. They are too. Yeah, but at least for Ken, I know that he can do longer stints because he has already done 17 lap stints. I think this one is mainly for tires.
It could be, yeah. We can see that left front is really on the last, yeah.
Yeah. Heli Power now 8 seconds behind Lightning. His last lap time was a 2.220, and also this lap time seems to have pushed too much. Will be a 218.
Yeah, he will be coming soon into the pit as well. We can see how his fuel is really low at the moment. Probably this lap, if one more, probably tops.
Yeah, Nushel saying must have been the second crash with damage. Yeah, I guess so, because he already pitted a few laps before, or the lap before, that's it. Also, thank you, Bobsy, for the nice words. I have to say, you guys really do a great job on the races, commentary and everything. Love watching. Huge respect to you. Yeah, now predictably the whole grid goes into the pits. Heli Power being the first, then we have Drifty Toby also going to the pits, Dig going into the pits, Kyle going into the pits, and Kyle has really made up the gap now. Only 2 seconds behind Stig. Very interesting.
Yeah, indeed. Looks like he's been putting like really good laps. It looks like the pace for a Stig dropped a little bit towards the end of a stint.
Yeah, now Heli going out of the pits. Yeah, this takes ages. Luckily you can...
A very tricky exit as well on this layout. Is really easy to go over the line and pick up that 3-second penalty.
Spider GT Racing is writing, I hate this track, this car. On the slipstream it was uncontrollable. Mate, better concentrate on the race. But yeah, Kyle has reduced the gap to Stig quite a bit.
Yep, he's definitely, you can see him now, he will have a visual reference. He will be again pushing now with press rubber, trying to stay as close as possible. He doesn't want that gap again to go any higher.
So Zorcharvai is now 15 seconds behind Kyle. Im04 leaving the pits and gets yellow.
It's really close.
And Ken has made the overtake. They're getting blue flags because Lightning is coming up. Isar still doing 2:16 lap times. Pushing really strongly. Bobsy writing, Stiggy, if you can see this, don't sacrifice your tires for pace. 95%, buddy.
Yeah, Lightning that we can see approaching some lap cars now.
Yeah, now in this tactical section it's very difficult to make space for approaching cars.
Yeah, always a tricky situation in any track really, but even more here in this twisty section.
Yeah, especially if you have fresh tires against the quite used tires from Lightning, but still he's going very fast. I think now is a good place to get off the racing line, but it seems that Him04
Perhaps-
didn't get the message. Maybe he will
Yeah.
leave him through in the chicane.
Yeah, he will probably just let him through on the braking zone.
No. Yeah, okay. Not the best way to let someone pass you, but yeah, you have to take it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. It's always a tricky situation, always difficult to judge where it's gonna be the best to actually take that maneuver.
Yeah. It's probably easier to let people by on the start-finish straight or on the way to Camel, on the way to Eau Rouge or after Eau Rouge. That's probably the best situations where you can leave people through.
Yeah. You can see now Maverick and Wesley to haven't made their pit stop yet. Now going into the pit. You can see Wesley only 1% left on his fuel.
Yeah, but they have done 17 laps now. They are on a slightly different strategy than Heli Power, Drifty, Toby and Stig. Will be interesting to see how it will turn out in the end, because they could, for example, refuel a bit less and drive faster, or they can go for a very short last stint. And
yeah, it definitely opens up the options. Yeah, you can see also Shared City coming into the pit.
Yeah, Heli Power now overtaking Leo again, or Maverick. But the real fight for Maverick will he be stay in front of Toby? He should, in theory.
Yeah, Toby.
Yep.
On the Rouge he goes.
Yep, even Wesley was able to get closer. Also refueled to the brim.
Yeah, we'll probably be going for another long stint, trying to save as much as possible.
Wow, Heli pushing. Again, taking a lot of AstroTurf. Not the ideal way to drive the corner, especially because once you have gone to the AstroTurf, you are losing grip on the right side of the tires, and you will then need about a kilometer to get the tires clean again. So very difficult to drive once you've made your tires dirty.
Yeah, indeed, it plays a big part. Always really tricky, always something to have into consideration every time you go up. Right, yeah.
But yeah, the gap to Maverick is 12 seconds, so he did a good job to keep him at bay. But of course, Maverick rocking the 17 lap stint. So it could be that in the end, Maverick will get closer again.
Yeah, it will be interesting to see how it pans out. Also between Drifty, Toby and Maverick there is really nothing. Also between Wesley and Drifty Toby, only 4 seconds the gap.
And then 6 seconds to Stig. And Kyle also only 2.5 seconds behind.
Yeah, Stig seems to have had a couple of some bad laps. He's lost some time.
Heli doing great job in the FT1. Such a difficult car with tire wear. I disagree. I actually disagree because at least from my testing, the FT1 is pretty good on tires. It could be specific to this track though, because last time the FT1 was used was for the Nürburgring, also by DLL, and the FT1 didn't work at all on the Nürburgring. But for Spa, the car really works, especially now that the GT reintroduced the track-specific BOP, or at least 3 kinds of BOP for slow tracks, for medium fast tracks, and for fast tracks. Spa belongs to the fast tracks, and the BOP therefore is geared a bit more to make the cars that are good on straights slower, and cars that are pretty slow make them stronger again. But still, I believe that the GT BOP has their favorite cars, and you can take the McLaren, it will perform well on every kind of circuit. You can take the you can take the Mazda RX Vision, it will probably perform well on every circuit. You can take the, what should I say? You can take the Lamborghini Huracan, it will perform badly on every circuit. And let's not even talk about the BMW M3. This is not even worth talking. This car is just ridiculously bad. Anyway, Mazda seems to have gotten a bit of confidence back. Best lap time 2:17.9. So it seems he doesn't want to save fuel anymore. He's pushing, and we have just seen the end of a personal best lap with the 2:17.892.
Yeah, he seems to be going for it now. He knows he's got time to recover, and he doesn't want to waste any. He's going for it.
Yeah, either this or Tomsoft saying the BMW Z4 didn't even have any BOP change in years, I think. Yeah, no, I think PD did see, oh shit, the Z4 performs better than the M6, let's nerf the Z4 again. Because there was a time, especially at the beginning of the game, where the Z4 was the better choice to take than the M6. Unfortunately, this isn't the case anymore. Now the M6 is better in every way, and Z4, yeah. The only positive is that it sounds better. Now Lightning or Mikhail Izal with a 26 seconds gap to Javi. They will go for about 2 or 3 more laps after this. Or maybe only 1 lap more, who knows. Oh, Heli has made a mistake. Luckily no damage. But now the problem of Heli returns. That he can make mistakes, and once he has made a mistake, many more will follow. Hopefully he can recover from that again and can do a stint without any mistakes again.
Yeah, he will have to focus now, because otherwise he's gonna be in jeopardy with Javi. Javi at the moment is putting really consistent pace.
Yes.
And he's got a better strategy, I think, as well. So it's gonna be a problem for Heli Power if he doesn't really start getting into the rhythm.
Yeah. Tire wear looks very good on Javi, and his pace is also quite well, considering he's still doing 2:17.6 lap times. Of course, it's not 2:16 lap times, it's not a 2:16.5 or whatever is his best lap. But it's still extremely consistent.
Yeah, and considering that he's doing about 20 laps per stint, per tank of fuel, that requires saving, so it is pretty remarkable, yeah, to be in those times, to stay on those times so consistently. Definitely have a chance at P2 for sure.
Yes.
can see now the gap behind to Heli Powell is getting slightly shorter now. Heli, obviously after the mistakes, is trying to push, is trying to shorten that gap.
Yeah, now he will probably also finish with a 2:16 lap time. And Popsy saying the FT1 sounds so good. I can agree with this. It's the car with high revs, and I think it sounds very nice. Yeah, still a 2:16, even though he began the lap with a mistake. Maverick 6 seconds behind Heli. Oh, and another thing, hopefully for Heli the wheel doesn't disconnect or does do any stupid things. He has a habit that this wheel does not work. I think in the last race he had the problem of the wheel turning off during the race. And I also ran a few other races with him where his wheel also didn't last the full distance. But hopefully it won't happen this time.
Yeah, that's for sure one of the worst things that can happen to you when you're in the middle of a race and wheel disconnects. That's just a nightmare. Yeah, we can see the gap now keeps decreasing. We see the pace for Heli Power is faster now than the one for Javi at front and second.
Yeah, which you would obviously expect because the tires are much fresher and he also has to drive faster. He has to push more because he does one pit stop more. He can use a bit more fuel, of course. Very solid lap from him, looked very clean. And now he has the he now seems to be on the fastest lap of the race.
Yeah, it seems to be this is gonna be probably a 15 lap. Around the 15.9 at the moment. Alex gap to Javi is about 40 seconds now. Alex Javi, who's gonna be doing his pit stop pretty soon. If he's not in this lap, it will be definitely on the one after.
Oh, taking a bit of AstroTurf.
Yeah, that will cost him some.
Yeah, personal best lap time, but not the fastest.
No, just by hundreds.
Toby with a 2:16.6 personal best lap time. Then we have Wesley, 2:16.6. Stig, 2:18.0, and then we have Kyle only 1 second behind with a 2:16.1. This will be a close battle again.
Yeah, it's shaping up. Seems that Stig is dropped a little bit his pace now. Kyle's is still consistently on the 16s and it's got close now. Let's see how much he can actually push. I'm guessing he won't be trying to overtake or gain that position now. He will be probably smarter and just sit behind the stick, save some fuel.
Lightning in the pits, 0 liters of fuel, which was to be expected.
It's just taking everything out of that Supra.
Yeah, Javi also going to the pits in this lap. He and Lightning now the only one on a 3-stop strategy. Heli again with the fastest sector time, or at least has a chance to improve his lap time. Let's see.
Yeah, if he doesn't go long this time on the bus stop chicane, then he should be putting a fastest lap time now. It's definitely when he needs it the most now that Arik Hav is on the pit.
No, but was not enough, but still a 2:16.4 is a very strong lap time. And I think he will come out way in front of Javi. Leo also will overtake. And then we have Toby, which might also be able to get in front of Javi.
Yep.
Wesley
Yep.
as
Javi
well.
getting out of his pit box now, going into the pit lane. He will regain control now, getting on the exits. Yep, that is Toby's gone through.
Yeah, Wesley as well.
Wesley as well, so he will be sitting behind Wesley. I'm guessing he won't be too bothered about that.
At least for a few laps he won't be, but if he gets faster and Wesley can't keep up with the pace, then it could be
definitely go for a move, yeah.
Could be possible to go for a move, yeah. Let's see, Lightning has not refueled completely. He has gone for the 85 liters like last time. Also, very good calculation, ending up with 0 liters.
Yeah, always difficult to do, yeah.
It's a joy to see a master at his work.
Perhaps we should have an onboard view with Lightning and see how he's driving that Supra. The only entry for this race in that Supra GT500.
Yeah, then let's look at the lap onboard.
How the short shifting starts really from that source. Short shifting all the way up to 6th at through Rouge.
Yeah, I'm not really seeing anything he does differently than others, just to seem to have more feel for the car than the others. There's not really a trick behind it.
Yeah.
Yeah, to be fairly honest, quite a not a spectacular lap, or at least the inputs are not spectacular. I just think he has more feel for the car than others do. And with the 2:16.4, it is a very solid lap time, very good.
Yeah, for race stream and counting that he's saving as much as he's saving.
Oh, Heli losing a position to Maverick. Fighting each other.
Side by side.
Yeah, now Heli goes behind him.
That's definitely not gonna help him.
If you look at the last lap time, it was a 2.24. So he lost valuable time.
Yeah, he must have made a mistake somewhere, perhaps. The difference now to Javi behind is only 11 seconds, so around. So
Yeah.
he really needs to probably get ahead of Maverick and just start pushing, start making some gap.
Yeah. Heli didn't overtake. He used the slipstream, but seems to be quite happy to not overtake. Thrifty Toby in P4.
At the moment, probably, to be honest, Heli Power is probably taking it easy. If he's made a mistake now, after the one he made earlier, he probably doesn't want to force another overtake and another mistake now. I guess he's trying to take it a bit easier as well.
Yeah, I think so too. His steering inputs are unbelievably precise. Yeah, it's quite difficult to see with all this lag, but I can imagine that the steering inputs are very precise. Also, only as much steering input as necessary, so that he can keep his tires alive for long. No unnecessary.
Scrubbing, yeah, that's for sure one of the key areas where those guys excel the most as well, and being super smooth on their tires.
Yeah. Javi is still needing to warm up the tires. At least for me, the tires don't really perform that well in the first few laps. I need 4 or 5 laps until they are reaching the best lap times.
Yeah, I do find that as well. I do find that in the first, at least 3-4 laps, I cannot really match my best lap times, my personal bests. It's just really difficult. They need to warm up a little bit. The temperature needs to get into them, and that's where the actual grip comes. So yeah, at the moment, that's why we can see probably that the gap with Wesley is increased ever so slightly, perhaps with these last couple of laps since he pitted, but we will see how it starts to come shorter towards the end of the stint, of this stint for him. And we have Stick at home behind Arik Javi at the moment, 4 seconds behind him. He's still with Kyle, 2 seconds behind. It seems that he's managed to stay pretty consistent on the 16s lately. It's only a 17 on the last couple of 17s, perhaps in the last 10 laps.
Yeah, Kyle's last few lap times were 2:17, so he lost a bit. Not too much, but could be enough to just stay behind Stick.
Yeah, it might be enough to just not allow him that chance to put pressure on him. Yeah, he probably wants to get back into the rhythm, get back into the 16 lap times, at least mid 16, high 16s, because on those lap times, those two guys are so close that we can see how the gap keeps on going up and down as well. So he will start putting pressure on Stick really quickly.
Yeah. I'm taking a short break. I have to pee, and I'll leave you for 2 minutes with Scarcity.
Yeah, and we can see now that Scarcity running on P10 is about to lap Masma. Seems that Masma has picked up a penalty somewhere along this lap. Masma currently is sitting on 14, about 3 minutes and a half behind the leader. Probably Scarcity doesn't want to force the lapping. He will wait now until the penalty line, which is coming around the corner, a couple of corners. the gap ahead to Sorjevai. We can see it's 11 seconds. Sorjevai now sitting on 9 for Scuderia Pantera with a personal best of 2 minutes 16.2. He's pushing at the moment. They don't have, still has about a quarter of a tank left, while we can see that Shell City still has just a bit less than half. So I think Shell City in there definitely with the advantage at the moment. Really Still Racing Club around C2, sitting on P10. If we look behind, you can see also Ken Stumig sitting at the moment for about 3.8 seconds behind Shell City, really with some tire wear on his front left, so he will be probably making a pit stop soon, I will believe, although he has fuel left.
Okay, I'm back. We can see that the Q has gone into the pits again.
Yep.
This time with damage on the front.
Yes, front splitter damage. We must have had a moment somewhere.
Yes, I think it was in the last lap though, because all other laps look quite decent.
Yep.
Yeah, Masma seems to be pushing quite a bit. Last lap was a 2:22, which is because he let somebody through, because Scarcity went past, and I think if Masma continues like that, he can go for a 16 or 17 lap strategy. It should work out. One more lap, he could probably do one more lap, and then he has to go for 16 laps. So a very uncoded message. Du Papi, wenn du so weitermachst, du einfach 16 oder 17 Runden fahren, schaffst du es bis ans Ende. Okay. Uncoded message over.
He will be trying to gain some advantage from that slipstream from Shell City.
Yeah, and you can see from the lap times, still pretty solid, 2:18.6. He's giving it his all. But he will need to go into the pits in this lap. Looking at the front, Heli Power has been able to overtake back Maverick. Maverick must have... Yeah, it must have happened in lap 44, because this is a 2:18.
Yeah, it's likely, yeah. Although it seems like lap 42 it was a 2:18 as well. So it must have been maybe a couple of inconsistent laps in between the Stint from Maverick, and that's why Lee Power has been able to stay on the 16s.
Yeah. Wesley also driving very competitive lap times, 2:16.2, 10:16.4, 16.4, 17.1.
Yeah, he's putting a very consistent pace. Yeah, at the moment he's shortening the gap as well. He's getting closer to Toby, so that will be helping him as well.
Yeah. Javi, which is on the same strategy as Lightning, is 34 seconds behind. And 3 seconds behind Wesley. Wesley will probably go for 4 or 5 more laps, maybe lap 51. And then I think Javi will have a free track of him again.
Yeah, Javi is still with like 3/4 of the tank left. He still has pretty much all his Stint ahead of him. is able to do. Is running on his personal best at the moment. Eric Javi is running on the 2:16s as well, so he's been able to keep up with Wesley as well in terms of lap time, even though they're running a different strategy.
One message I've seen is where is RTO? Nushut already said it. Fourth with Drifty Toby and 12th with him 04. Yeah, Masma going into the pits, probably refueling completely and then going for 16 laps or 17 laps, whatever. I say it once again, Kuhn needs to be very careful with the fuel now because, well, oh, I see. He has not refueled completely. He has not refueled to 100 liters. So I don't think he will make it to the end. I think he will need to pit twice. It will be shorter pit stops, but he will need to pit twice. That's also a strategy you can take.
Yeah, I guess there is that option. Yeah.
Also, if you look at Lightning's consistency, 2:16.4, 16.6, 16.4, 16.4, 16.3, 16.3.
Yeah, it is like a clock.
Yeah. It's like Jorge Lorenzo in his earlier days. When he was riding the Yamaha with so much precision that his lap times were just very, very close with each lap.
Yeah, incredibly difficult to achieve.
Yeah. Oh, Helipower with a drift. Was able to catch it.
Yeah, that was close.
Yeah,
he doesn't want to do that.
Yeah, but as you
He's
can
tired.
see...
Yeah.
Yeah, as you can see, Heli is just someone who pushes and he does not know anything else than pushing. Just go fast.
Yeah, and his tires are already on the, like, he will be feeling less grip on those.
Although in this section he can still make up a little bit of a gap to Maverick. Maverick's tires aren't that much better despite being 3 laps older. Despite being 3 laps younger.
We have now Soro Gervais doing his pit stop, coming out of the pit now. We have also Ken Stumik at the back on P12, making his pit stop now.
So yeah, Maverick now in P2, Wesley in P3, Javi now getting the car into the lap times, 2:16.4, personal best lap time for him. With Lightning doing the first sub 2:16 lap with a 2:15.936.
Yeah, already dipping into the 15s, Lightning, and as we have Heli Power making his pit stop, we have also Toby, Stig, and Kyle coming to make it their pit stops now.
You can see, I'm at the Heli Power's car, you can see a Tomb Raider logo with Lara Croft on the hood of the car.
Yeah.
This is because Charles is a big fan of Tomb Raider. I see it every day in his on his Discord status that he's playing this game, or the remastered versions on the computer.
Nice detail indeed on the livery for the LL. Now we have heli power and 6.
1 minute 29 behind Lightning, and which is important, he is 50 seconds behind Javi. So it looks very good for Javi. Heli Power will need to pit once more, will lose a minute again, and Javi only needs to finish this stint and not lose too much time on Lightning, whereas still getting a gap to everybody else. I feel a bit bad for Javi because I'm not on the same pace at all than he is, and I fear that I might lose a lot of time in my stint if I'm not performing at my best. So hopefully I can at least slightly keep up with him.
Yeah, always difficult for sure, the pressure for any driver to match the lap times of his teammates, co-drivers. But in the end, that's the thing, it's a long race, it's 3 drivers, 3-4 drivers per entry, so everyone has to do their bit, everyone has to make sure they get a clean stint in, which is more important than in the end, what lap times they're running. We can see now Javi is getting really close to Wesley. He will be probably starting to think, do I want to make a pass? Do I have pace? Do I want to use my pace now?
Yeah, that's a good question, because Wesley can go for one more lap, and
he will most probably do.
And Javi is in a position where he might need to push. Of course, you don't have to, but
yeah, and he will be definitely losing time now. Wesley now running the very end of that stint on those tires will be losing grip. He will be holding up Javi. So I think he is gonna try. He's definitely gonna try to get ahead. Yeah.
You can see that Javi can just do cornering better. He's more in line, he's more on the track, whereas Wesley is always very close to getting off the track.
Yep.
You can just see that Javi has a lot less effort to keep the car in the position he has it.
And there is a lap card as well on the way for both of them, which is gonna play obviously a part. We will see how much it interferes with their actual little tussle.
Yeah, let's see what him 04 will do in this situation.
He probably doesn't want to get any involvement on that. He will know that he's got 2 cars behind.
Blue flags get waved.
He will probably do it through the Camel Straight. Will be the most sensible thing to do. Just lift a little bit, let them pass, stick behind them. You will lose time, but at least you will be clear. If you manage,
he's not doing that.
Yeah, if you don't do that, then you know you have all this very twisty second sector in the Spa where you're gonna lose more time really than you lost on the straight.
Him letting Wesley through in the corner. He's adamant to lose as little time as possible with the other cars. But keeping on the racing line and not moving an inch, this is not really fair play. Now holding up Javi as well.
Yeah, through this fast section, definitely Javi now losing time. We can see how the gap is opened up, right? Yeah, perhaps not the most sensible thing, the most, the better way of doing it, but
yeah, it wasn't the best move.
no.
At least he was fair with both of them. Both did lose the exact same amount of time. But
yeah. I mean, to be honest, it seems that perhaps Javi has been a bit more the one in the loose, basically, with a bit more gap now between him and Wesley, whilst he was pretty close before.
yeah,
So
but
he
Wesley will go into the pits now, so he at least this problem is out of the way.
Yeah, Javi will be happy to see that for sure. As we see Wesley driving into the pit.
Yeah, heli power now in P5 seems to be 53 seconds or 52 seconds behind Javi. This is something that Javi will like to see.
Yeah,
And interestingly, Maverick goes for one more lap. He now goes for an 18-lap stint. Interesting.
Yep. Yeah, it seems that he's been able to save that one extra lap. It might be crucial at the end, and we can see he's done fastest sector of all.
Lightning has had a mistake in lap 51. He has damage.
Ooh.
How did that happen?
So even the best, we can see that still make mistakes.
And
we are just about to approach the second hour of the race, so the tiredness will start creeping in for the drivers as well.
Yeah, and also what I'm seeing now is that the clouds have taken over, the track is getting darker. Very interesting. Maybe something is happening.
Yeah, we'll have to keep an eye on the radar for sure.
You know, the very interesting thing in Spa is it can rain. But last time when it was raining, I got the worst of luck that I can have, because I was running my usual stint. I tried to do a one-stop strategy with the others doing a two-stop, and then the rain was, I could see that the rain was coming, but it was too early to pit and I had no fuel left, and I couldn't see how the conditions will
develop.
be. Yeah, I didn't see how much the rain will intensify. Then I went into the pit. I can't see the rain radar on there. Then I thought, yeah, I go on softs again, new set of softs, refueling the car to the brim. Then I came out of the pit and I saw, oh god damn it, it's hard rain, I can't go to the pits again. And then I thought, okay, it does not look like the rain will be intense. I'll stay out with the slicks, and exactly at the point where I passed the pits, the rain began to fall, and yeah, burst of luck. Then the rain was there within 1 minute and I couldn't finish the lap properly. And then I thought, yeah, okay, I've made a mistake. Let's now hope for the best and stay out, because yeah, I already made the mistake, so let's keep up with it, let's get on with it. And unfortunately in Fuji the rain somehow lasts longer and does not really go away. You can't dry up the track like that, and that's how I lost even more time. So yeah, it got worse and worse and worse. Popsy is saying that Stig is awesome in the rain, so a good rain driver. At the moment we just have dark conditions, but we don't know if it's going to rain. Maybe we have someone with the weather radar. Nope. Unfortunately we don't. We just see heli power with the close radar, but no one with the full radar. Unfortunate.
No, and so we don't know.
Yeah,
Looks really dark and cloudy.
Yeah, the mistake of lightning really costs a lot, so his lap times have fallen dramatically, 4 seconds lower. Damage really hurting him, but maybe he is now thinking, yeah, okay, I'm going for as long as possible with the damage to save fuel.
Stick to the strategy.
Yeah,
because he probably knows he's got enough time on the second position to spare. So
yeah, probably.
I imagine it a scenario similar to that of Hamilton in Silverstone in Formula 1 in 2021, I believe, when he won the race with the flat tire for the whole lap, or like, yeah, I think it was over a lap.
Yeah.
They decided it was easier to just finish the race. They would never catch them. So I'm guessing that he's just going for something like that.
Poctavian is asking, is there any rain on the radar? I can't say because I can't see the radar. I have switched to the whole field. I can't see the radar on any of the cars, and I cannot switch it in the spectator mode, so no idea. He'll probably pit in a couple of laps once he knows he can make it to the end with a fuel tank. The air should be this or next lap in this case, because when he can do 24 laps or 23 laps, then he will pit quite soon, because I think, yeah, let's say 79 laps in the best case are possible.
For him as a leading car, yeah, going as fast as he's going, probably, yeah, he could manage to do 79. But yeah, even then, it will be probably around now that with 23, 24, he will be about on the limit to make it with one more stop. So
yeah. But yeah, let's see. The track is dark, and I wouldn't be surprised if there will be any rain coming. But at the moment, it just looks cloudy. It doesn't look like it could rain. Jason Dude is asking, do you have access to the big radar? No, unfortunately I don't.
I had a look, but there is nothing that can be seen on that radar either. As I believe that radar is only the first hour as well, so I don't know how much relevant that radar will be for now.
Yeah.
But there isn't none either.
We have Maverick and Drifty Toby very close. Seems Maverick has gone to the pits lately, and I don't know if he has overtaken Drifty or if something happened, but the lap time 2:17 is okay. 2:17 for Toby is also okay, so I don't think there was an overtake in this lap. Wesley also very close to the field.
Yeah, it's pretty remarkable to see 4th, 5th and 6th so close to each other. Also 7th.
Also the radar, I forgot that you can watch on the radar in the main menu, but the radar only shows how the weather was. It doesn't show you the future. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm afraid by now we don't really have any sort of exact information other than we can probably maybe hear from the teams on their they get in from their drivers, because only the drivers will be looking at and seeing the radar.
Yeah, Big Mac is saying that rain is coming, and yeah, it could be possible. It could be because it could be that okay, Lucial also says that rain is on the radar, both from Javi and Xercity. They are saying that it comes very close to rain. And the thing is, if it begins to rain, then those with the 3-stop strategy have a big advantage because they locked in their advantage.
Yeah, it will be really interesting if rain comes. For sure, it will play a big part.
And that's why Lightning can't just stay. That's why Lightning can't just pit yet.
Yeah.
He has to wait for the weather to arrive and then choose the right time to repair the damage and change tires.
Yeah, at the moment he's a bit limited on what he can do, for sure. Yeah, with that damage, he's gonna need to go with it until the rain comes, if it's going to come, for sure.
We see rain also coming from Kyle. Big wave, dark blue. So might be just enough to get the track to rain conditions, to heavy rain conditions.
Yeah, with blue, with fair amount of blue on the radar, you probably expect that. Yeah. There's gonna be a lot of water on the track.
Let's see, maybe we can see on the radar what is happening. "30 minutes, come on, faster." Yeah, there is a cloud coming. There is a vertical cloud coming. But the rain conditions seem to be, I think it's intermediate conditions.
Yeah, it will be a strip that it will pass. The question is how much is gonna linger over the circuit and how much rain is gonna drop. If it passes this fairly quickly, it won't be much water.
Yeah, but now we have to think about the first pit stops. Whenever the rain sets in, those who are closest to the pits, they can get a big advantage, and those who have the very bad moment, they might need to have luck on their side.
Yeah, it can be dramatic, yeah, for sure. It can have really opposite consequences.
Yeah.
But
Heli continuing. Heli continues.
He goes for one more lap. We can see even how dark it's got, all the cars with the lights on at the moment.
Maverick continues, Toby continues, Wesley continues. Nobody pitting right now. Stig also continuing. Nice cloud shape, yeah. Just a straight. I haven't seen such a cloud yet. Maybe I will see this once in my lifetime. Show our CAMG for a moment. Yeah, later. Ken in P10. Maybe I should call him P10 Ken.
P10 Ken. Yeah, there he is. City also in 11th position now.
Okay, Ken is going into the pits.
Yep, it looks like
City as well.
City is going as well.
Interesting. So now let's look at. Yeah, the rain is coming. We can see first drops now, and
we can.
Pit stops for most of the people here. Everybody going to the pits. Javi is continuing. Lightning is continuing as well. Interesting. They are thinking, yeah, will not rain that much. And now this is time to split strategies. I must say I'm a bit I'm a bit worried. Because the conditions can change very fast.
Yeah, and it's a very long track as well. It's very big. It can be raining on one area but not raining on another.
Heli continuing as well. What is Maverick doing?
Yeah, they think they might be thinking it's a very passing by cloud. They might be thinking that it's not gonna drop much water.
Yeah, Maverick, Drifty and Wesley all went into the pits. Then we have Steg. He also pits. Kyle.
Yeah.
And now we have conditions where you have to be really careful.
Yeah. What track at the moment? You can see on the level is set for the winters. It's really, it will be quite difficult to be keeping the car on track now with slicks.
Yes. Sorchavai also pitting. And Xacity even having problems with the intermediates. Ken seems to be better in these conditions. Okay, so now at least Javi has activated traction control.
Yeah, she's going long now. Really hard to make those fast corners.
Yeah, Lightning also has activated traction control, is also driving slowly. Javi has taken damage, heli power, also have massive problems. So yeah, it seems staying out.
Yeah.
It seems staying out hasn't been the right solution.
Yeah. No, even Sir City on the inters, struggling to get the power down out of the corners. Really tricky conditions at the moment. Ooh, he's got a moment on the curve. He's got.
Leo
is on the grass.
Leo even went on the rain tires. Seems to be the only one. The others are on the inters, and they also need to be very careful here.
Yeah, a lot of water on the track. We can see how the meter is pretty much on the top bar. Now that means standing water, and that means trouble for all these drivers. Because it doesn't matter how much you turn or how much you brake, if it is standing water, your car will just slide and just really tricky conditions.
Yeah, and Heli also made the wrong decision here. Now everybody has taken fuel to the brim. Yellow flags because Heli, he went off. Good to see the weather forecast is as imprecise as in real life.
Yeah.
Yeah, Maverick now, he has done the right decision to pit for wets. At least for the moment it's the right decision.
Yeah, we can see Javi on the box.
Now the interesting thing is because the rain only lasts that long, so ideally you would take intermediates because the intermediates are faster in the conditions now coming.
Yeah, the rain they should be going now. It should be stopping now. The track will be from now going to dry.
Lightning has taken intermediates. What has Javi taken? Also intermediates.
Heli power is carried on. Heli power stays on the softs. He hasn't gone into the pits. He's currently on P8 and is struggling for grip big time. He gets to last horse, really difficult to make the turn. He goes long on the AstroTurf. He's losing really a lot of time. I don't know. I think I'm guessing that he believes he's gonna drive really quick and he doesn't want to lose that time for the pit stop to put rain tires now, because then he will have to go back really soon to get the rain tires off and put some dries. So I think he just wants to just wait this off.
This is also an idea, yeah. This is, for example, the same strategy that I took for Suzuka, where, yeah, to be fair, I didn't have rain tires anyway, so...
Even if you wanted to change, you couldn't, yeah. Fair
Even
enough.
then I couldn't, yeah, so I stayed out. And,
But you can always say that it was an actual decision made by the strategic decision.
Yeah, luckily the track dried up quite fast, and I was able to get
Yeah,
back the. I was able to.
I remember that race. Yeah.
Yeah, I was able to still finish P4 or P5 in the end. And if you look at Power, it might not have been the wrong decision to stay out with the softs because it's already drying up again. It is drying up really fast. Sure, it will take 2 more laps or so for
yeah, we can see how the bar, some areas are really wet, some areas are not so wet, so yeah, it's not gonna last long it's not gonna be long until it dries out completely, so it might actually be a good call. Yeah.
Yeah, Maverick now losing time because the wet isn't the right tire anymore. It was for a short period of time the better tire, but now it isn't anymore. And now we have to watch Stig because according to Bobsy, Stig is a very good rain driver.
Yeah, we can see now how P4, 5, 6, 7 or
Kyle comes and overtakes Stig for now, but Stig fighting back.
At least it tries.
Still intermediate conditions though.
Yeah, we can see a lot of spray through a rouge. There's gonna be a lot of low visibility. Kyle going over the curve. He probably doesn't want to be doing that. And we see Stig taking P5.
Yeah, Stig now showing his rain qualities as promised by Bobsy. Why is it always drying up so fast? The asphalt is like 70 degrees. Yeah, I don't know why it dries up that fast.
Yeah, the wind seems to be high now. It's about 6 meters per second, so that's pretty high level of wind. So that would always take an impact as well on how much it dries. Yeah, although to be honest, I don't know if that actually makes an actual difference in game.
Yeah, as you can see, the track is already dry enough that you could drive with the softs again. But Power now in the pits has changed tires, is repairing damage, and if you ask me, you now have to stay on the soft.
He will have to. He will have to do that.
Yeah, he has to be on the softs.
Yeah, he cannot do anything else. Yeah.
Because if he goes for intermediate, he went for intermediates.
I don't know. Yeah, it showed in German to me. I thought that was a W for softs. I'm not sure, to be honest.
Okay, he has taken the
he is in inters. He is in intermediates. Is not a good call. I think that's not a good call.
Yeah, now where the track is dry, the soft would have been faster now. Of course, intermediates.
Yeah, he would have been.
Of course,
he would have been making the time back. Yeah.
Yeah, of course, the intermediate is more safe because you can then go over curbs. But yeah, at the moment, I don't know. Now I think the soft would have been faster now, because he will need to go into the pits again and go to the softs as soon as it is faster. Or it is raining again, and maybe it was the right choice to go on inters.
Yeah, this is all. Yeah, we're just assuming that the rain was gonna pass, but we don't really know if more was coming behind it. There might be more rain coming, and he believes track is not gonna dry out.
Yep, but the rain has not come to Stavelo. Very local at the moment, the rain.
Yeah, some parts of the track really dry, not dry, but yeah, for softs for sure.
There's only rained where...
Now we can see Stig is trying to make strides ahead. He's currently on 6th, he's lost position to Maverick, but he's going to recover that P5 with Maverick.
Yeah, at the moment the Inter is the faster tire than the rain tire.
Yeah, it looks like Kyle was able to drive away from Maverick.
Yeah, maybe there was a mistake from Stig because he was in front of Kyle. Now he isn't anymore. And yeah, now the whole strategy is on its head.
Yep, we have about 17 laps to go now.
Probably won't be 17 though.
No.
Now raining again.
Yep. It would be interesting to see how many laps these guys can complete. You can see.
But again, the rain.
Also, it's Stig. We can see he's got about a quarter of a tank. He's really like Kyle. They didn't really fill up much. Looks like Wesley and Maverick did. So they might be close.
I think Stig is calculating that he has to, or that he can pit later on, or has to pit later on anyway. So at this point he can also refuel the car.
And take advantage now while the car is light. Yeah, it is a good call.
Yeah.
You can see now he's getting really close to Maverick, going into Eau Rouge.
But yeah, there was only very local rain a few times. Maybe we will.
Oh, and it looks like Stig is gone for it.
Let's look at. I look at the radar now.
Yeah, Stig's managed to stay ahead. He's on P5 at the moment, defending from Maverick. They have Kyle 4 seconds ahead. Then
okay. If you look at the conditions, there were a few yellow spots, very local rain spots, but now the rain should have stopped again. At the moment, no more rain incoming. Lightning is leading by 45 seconds in front of Javi. His gap diminished to 10 seconds to Drift Toby. So yeah, I think Toby has done the most out of the situation.
Yeah,
Kyle.
Also Kyle as well is gone up to P4.
Yep, Kyle in P4. Then we have Stig in P5, who is on the intermediate tire, and the Ronin Motorsport driver is on the wet tire. And now Javi in the pits again.
Javi goes into the pit.
Probably going for the soft tire. Same as Toby.
Yeah, Kyle as well in the pit. They all believe the track is dry enough. You can see how the water is still quite high in the pit. Probably a good thing that these drivers don't have to do the actual driving on the pit, narrow pitting here on the Spa. With these conditions, it will be really precarious.
Yeah, only on the exit, then it will be difficult. But yeah, as we can see, Kyle also pits and he needs to refuel, so this comes for a good situation for him. But he will lose quite a bit of valuable time with this. Yeah, Javi going out, he has taken the softs. very, very cautious, slowly but steady. And back on the ideal line, which is drying up.
Yeah, you can see how there's a lot of water still on the track, on the pit exit, but as soon as these guys got into the racing line, yeah, we can see the very low water in there is bone dry almost.
3-second penalty for Toby, and he spun, and damage on the front.
Too eager to put the power too early.
Same as Wesley, same as Maverick. Kyle getting out of the pits without damage, barely able to avoid Leo. Luckily Leo also doesn't have damage, but both Wesley and Toby now with damage.
Yeah.
You had to be careful.
Yeah, that exit onto the Radillon in here, as you can see, is really tricky on the dry.
Yeah.
And so you can imagine how must be on the wet is. Yeah.
For every following driver it gets easier though. Xerxes also lost a lot of time through this situation, but he is on the softs again, so he can grab up the positions again later on. And if you see for Xerxes the ideal line is now more or less dry. Of course, you still need to be very careful to hit the ideal line, the racing line, but it is difficult.
You don't want to be coming off that racing line or that dry patch. As soon as you step out of that, it will be basically no grip whatsoever, and very easy to lose the car into the barrier as well.
Like Heli did, and how the fuck did he not get damage?
Control dude broke, I guess.
Slowly,
with the braking.
Ken is coming. And this is B13 for heli power now.
As I was watching, Xerxes had a moment as well. Yeah, it seems like the track is dry, but like we say, the dry line, as soon as you go a bit off that line, it's really tricky, really easy to lose the car.
Yes. But it seems that Javi is now lapping faster than Stig. At least it seems so. Stig with a 2:29, so 14 seconds slower lap times.
Yeah, he decided not to refuel last time, so he's got a really light car. He's on the inters at the moment, but he's still able to push them to the limit on this track. Obviously he doesn't have that much problem if he steps up the line, because he's still on inters.
Yeah, but they have to go into the pits now. Especially Stig is much slower than Javi.
Yeah, it won't be long.
Losing 2 seconds in one sector. Even more. Lightning still continues with these conditions, with the intermediate. Also taking the wet part of the track to cool down the tires.
Yeah, he's got a minute advantage at the moment, so I'm guessing he's not too bothered about that.
Yellow flags in front. Ken has had a crash.
Yes, yeah, he's got rear wing damage.
Yeah, let's see here. I have the replay on. Yeah, just went wide in Blanchimont, spun, and rear damage. Luckily only rear damage.
Yeah, that could have been more without that. Yeah, it's...
Yeah, now everybody in the pits, Stig had to go into the pits anyway because he has no fuel. But yeah, the others now have to continue with the damage they have. Now with Javi following Lightning. Oh, Ken again. Ken is again off the track. Now Ku is coming and overtakes Ken. Heli in P10. The lap before he was P13, now he's in P10.
Yep, it probably after some of the drivers pitted.
He also gives his best to stay off the curbs. You don't want to hit the curbs in these conditions.
No, that will be really, really slippery.
Yellow flags again. Cercity.
Cercity had enough. It's got front damage as well on suspension.
Wesley goes into the pits because he has double damage. And Lightning in the pits, as I predicted. He has probably seen that Javi is catching up on him, and that the soft is now, the dry tires are now faster again. So yeah, really good race intelligence from Javi. He has made the right call by getting into the pits and changing up to dry tires. But he has also been able to profit from it.
Yep.
Now Lightning going out of the pits. Needs to be really careful here. Now it's safe to accelerate again. He takes out the traction control. And yeah, I guess fuel won't be a problem for most guys. They can use as much as they want.
Yeah, now everybody with enough fuel to go to the end. Everybody on the soft tire as well, the right tire to be on. Seems that Drift Toby is still with some damage from the splitter.
Yeah, must be very light damage though. He's driving faster than Javi in front. But he also has a lot of fuel to burn, so I guess he can really push the car, he can really go for a lot of revs.
Yeah,
doesn't need to worry.
Flat out from now to the end. He's currently sitting on third. He's managed to recover that podium position. He's got Kyle fairly far behind, 6-7 seconds.
Ooh, Javi with a little mistake. He was able to catch it though.
Yeah, by no means back to normal conditions. This is still a very tricky track to drive on. All the curves will be really wet. Off the line will still be wet. We can still see puddles around. So yeah, very, very easy again to make a mistake and send the car into the barrier.
Yeah. Although the curbs are at the condition where you can drive on them without spitting out, but you still have to be very careful. One wrong movement and the car goes off. As you can see, most of the drivers still can't get to their lap times they had before. They are slowly catching up, but still 6 seconds slower. Maybe this one will only be 5 seconds slower, then the next one will be 4 seconds slower. Yep, this is a 220.5, 5 seconds slower than the fastest pace.
Yeah, and the lap times will be probably coming slowly back to the lower times.
Yeah, we have S license conditions now.
Yeah, pretty much. Really, yeah, pretty mixed conditions. Try to be on the softs, but really still you need to stay on the line. You don't want to deviate much from the line because then you will be in trouble.
Yeah.
And we can see by the lap times as well how even on the track there's still not as much grip as before. The cars don't turn as easy they done before. There we see Toby 26 seconds ahead to Javi, still carrying that front damage. Doesn't seem to be slowing him much. He's still able to stay on the 21s. Obviously Javi ahead is already gone deep down into the 20s, so he will be pulling up that gap. Kyle behind, it seems to be on the 20s as well. 29 last lap for Kyle, despite a GT entry, sitting on 4th currently, looking at 5.96 seconds to the podium. And then we have BBR stick at home, that after the whole stint with the rain, he's managed to benefit from it, perhaps not as much as Kyle did, given that it was ahead of him, but still a good overall stint for Stick, hitting on P5, 12 seconds behind Kyle.
Yes, definitely. I think both Kyle and Stick did profit from the rain. They were able to get the gap down.
Yeah, and then we can see also in P6 currently Sorjarvai for Scuderia's Pantera. He's also benefited from the rain, sitting P8, P9, perhaps before the rain came. Now he's P6. He's managed to gain a few positions, so he'll be happy with that.
Yeah, definitely.
He's sitting a bit in no man's land, but I'm guessing that won't be bothering him too much. He will be just probably wishing that the race finishes as soon as possible. Then if we carry on down the field, we have in 7th Maverick. Leo K is definitely one of the ones that has suffered the most, perhaps had the most damage, more mistakes, lost the most time. He's sitting P7, was looking to be on the podium perhaps before. He's got 11 seconds ahead to Sorjarvai, 11 seconds behind to Wesley. Again, Wesley sitting on P8, one that has lost some time, has lost some positions. Definitely the rain, not his ally in this occasion.
Maverick also has damage on the front. Should be way enough fuel to finish the race. Now also Rouge goes full speed.
Yeah, he had 20 flat last lap, a bit slower than the guys ahead of him and behind. Wesley seemed to be running on the high 18.8 for Wesley last lap. He will be probably catching up to Leo. I'm guessing Leo doesn't really want to pit anymore, given that there is only some 19 minutes left for the race. It wouldn't be really it wouldn't help his strategy for sure. And then we have on P9, you can see Heli Power 40 seconds behind P8. It was looking like the only one that was maybe perhaps able to fight with Lightning at front, other than Javi with the same strategy. Heli Power was running a different strategy. He was really pushing that Supra, but it wasn't his day. Really, he's lost a lot of time for sure. He's now sitting on P9. It must be really frustrating for him. He's getting back into the rhythm now. So it will be probably cutting that gap ahead.
Yeah, the curbs also get dry now. Only very little rain on them now. Only slightly wet, so normal lines are possible again. And this is also very beneficial for tire wear. So you will not see much tire wear until the end of the race.
Yeah, for sure. The track probably now on a cooler temperature as well, so it might be, as soon as it starts getting drier, it will be grippier. And then if we carry on down the field, we have after Heli Power 17 seconds behind in P10, we have Serukuaku is currently sitting on P10 with 4 seconds against Sher City. Sher City, who really
he
was
spins and got damage. Oh no. Commentator's curse.
Yes, that's definitely.
Just
I will have to take that one.
Just when we looked at him, he got damage.
Yeah.
Oh, so sad. Maspa now
real shame.
getting by, and yeah, he hasn't lost that much time. It seems he has profited from the situation. He's he's a 1 minute 44 behind Ken,
which is pretty much, I believe, what it was before as well. So he's perhaps gained some time, but yeah, it is definitely not had many more problems.
So the development of the gaps, we can see that Lightning can keep up the 35 seconds in front of Javi. Javi really good in these conditions, it seems. And he can push the car without saving fuel for once, so his lap times will be pretty good. Drifty Toby with the damage.
We can see he's already down into the 17s.
Yes.
Also Drifty Toby as well, we can see sitting on P3 now. Last lap to 17.9. It looks like the track is kind of back to normal, but the drivers are able to push their car. Everybody, we can see also, remember that Drifty Toby has some damage. I forgot, it doesn't seem to be stopping him much. He's been able to keep the gap with Kyle behind, currently 2 seconds.
Kyle only 2 seconds behind, and he has no damage, so it's entirely possible to get that P2.
Yeah,
P3. I mean, sorry, P3.
Yeah, he will be high in that podium. He will be really pumped for that, I'm sure. Also, he's got 13 seconds behind to stick, so he knows that he doesn't need to worry about anybody pressing him or behind. All he has to worry is ahead.
Yes, they can't really keep up with Kyle. His pace is not as good as the ones in front. At least I think nobody has to... Yeah, I think nobody has problems with fuel to the end. But pitting now would be very bad.
Yeah, we can see now on the screen at 12 minutes 40 seconds left on the race. Yeah, pitting now will put you, it will make you lose too many positions. You definitely don't want to do that now. If you look at Kyle now, it seems to be getting closer to Drifty Toby. Seems to be getting within a 1 second gap. He probably has been told that Toby has damage, and that will probably even pump him up even more. And then we have the Spider GT entry number 49. He's got the gap below the 1 second now. He should be gaining on this long straight, given that damage of the car ahead. Yeah, you can see how the time is getting smaller and smaller. The gap is getting smaller and smaller. Also, they seem to have a car ahead. Yeah, Seruku is up ahead of them. He's gonna pull aside, let them pass. Very sensible. That's what we like to see. No interference whatsoever. And it's Kyle. Will have maybe is probably benefiting from the slipstream now, closing off.
Yeah, only 6/10 now.
Yeah, he gets closer. He will be trying to put the pressure on him. He probably knows that the differences are quite small, that there's not much between them, so he wants to stay as close as possible, keep driving behind him, move away, move around, and track, show yourself on the mirrors, put the other driver nervous, and force him into a mistake. It's only half a second now, the difference.
Yeah, would be maybe wiser to wait until there is a straight, or yeah, wait into the last sector, or even better the first sector, to get an overtake done.
Yeah, get close into the bus stop, remain close as through La Source, and get as close as possible through Rouge to come out of the Radillon and through the slipstream. Just take the position on Les Combs. He can, yeah, we can see the gaps again. He's getting smaller and smaller. He just needs to plan this a little bit, and I'm sure he can get that position. Given that Toby has that damage, it's gonna be difficult for him to defend on the straights. That car is gonna be lacking top speed. So it's just gonna be a sitting duck, really. We can see now Kyle last lap to 16.5, really back onto his normal regular race pace. Now showing himself on the mirror. Oh, tries to go for the inside. It's side by side. He goes ahead. It was a sneaky pass from Kyle from Spider GT, but it's managed to keep the position ahead through Eau Rouge.
Yeah, especially
the Radillon. There he goes.
Especially the pass was very early. He didn't even wait for slipstream. He just went by and hoped that due to the damage that Drifty Toby won't be able to.
Yeah. At first it looked like he wasn't gonna try it, but then at some point he decided, oh yeah, I'm going for it, and he threw it down the inside on Les Ours and took the position. And now we will probably see how he's just gonna drive away. If he's able to keep his pace and stay focused,
he went
will probably
wide.
drive.
He's now getting a bit cocky. He's went wide.
Oh, maybe perhaps I should not mention any more drivers again. See, it looks like every time I say something about any driver, they make a mistake. So
Javi is still 35 seconds behind Lightning. And lap times getting better and better. 2:16.7 latest. Now with a little mistake into the last corner where he lost a half a second. Still a 2:17.3. Still a very good lap time. Stig in P5 has recovered again and is at the 2:16.7 lap time. 14 seconds behind Toby and 15 seconds or 14 seconds in front of Sorcharbay. Probably spelled completely wrong. Oh no, he's on the AstroTurf. He was able to save it. Just about. Whoa. I really have to stop showing people. Every time
that was close, yes.
Every time I show them, I make a mistake.
Yes, yeah, it really, it's it's funny. It really, it's funny.
Yeah,
he managed to save it though. He managed to keep it on track, at least on the asphalt, not touch the wall.
Yeah, Wesley in P6 has taken about 4 seconds out of the gap because of this mistake. Then we have Maverick still driving with the damage.
Yeah, he's lost position to Wesley, and now he's just trying to keep that P8.
Yeah, 3 more laps for him. Fuel will be no problem. For Lightning, it will be no problems. I think nobody will really hit fuel problems now.
Yeah, everybody should be clear.
Xercity, Q, and Tim are those.
Yeah, Xercity. Perhaps the one with less fuel of all. He might wanna start saving fuel.
Yeah, I think Xercity can still make it. He will only drive 2 more laps, so fuel shouldn't be a problem.
And in P9 we have Heli Power as well ahead of him, 47 seconds ahead of Xercity. After being fighting for the race lead, it wasn't meant to be for him. But anyway, they will recover. Obviously, they still have a long way to go. This is just the first stint of the race.
Oh, Lightning with the big lag spikes, but he has driven the fastest lap with a 2:15.669. Now he doesn't need to watch the fuel, he can push more.
Yeah.
2 more laps for him after this one. Again on the fastest lap.
Yeah,
Javi can't keep up
now. He will be pushing to the end now. It will be interesting to see what times he puts on.
Yeah, let's look at Lightning. Will Maverick make room? Doesn't seem that way. Oh, okay. No, sorry. Maverick made way. And now Lightning coming over the line with a 2:15.331. Really flexing his muscles right now.
Yeah. Well, yeah, what he didn't need to do through the race, he's doing it now. He's showing why he's up front, putting in the personal best, fastest lap times in the race. The gap now that has increased to 38 seconds to Alex Javi and P2.
Yeah, Javi really profited from the early change to slick tires, and that's why he was able to reduce the gap to Lightning from about 50 seconds to 35 for a long period of the race.
Yeah. Yeah, he managed to keep it clean as well. He kept his nose clean all through the rain, through the tricky conditions, and he was able to still put fast lap times as well.
Plus, Lightning and Javi will be the only two drivers who will be doing 77 laps. All others will have will have 1 lap less or more.
Yeah, with 2 minutes to go now. Less than 2 minutes. This will be the last lap. Kyle sitting P3. I would be really happy with that. After starting P3 and the race and the grid, they went down, but they've managed to come back and sitting in the same position they started. We will be definitely happy with that. You can see now also the gap is increased to 2 seconds, 2.1 to drift Toby behind. That damage really cost him. And if we look at the back, we have actually we have RTO with him pushing for trying to go for a position, sitting on P12 now. They've just been lapped by Stick. Serukaku is on.
They're a bit in a sandwich here, yeah. The P10, P11 and P12 getting very close of each other, and Stick is being held up here right now.
Yeah, and now Serukaku seems to have picked up a penalty, went a bit too long. He stepped off that white line, picked up a half a second penalty, and that's gonna cost him the position for sure to him or 4 behind.
Stick also losing quite a bit of time because
through all this,
Who is not giving way at all.
No, he should have already done so.
Yeah, there were a few possibilities where he could have done that, but yeah, now he's slowing down the racing line. Both Stick or at least Stick was able to get past.
Yeah, now he's gonna have the problem of him.
Kyle was finishing now. Toby, Kyle 113, Drift Toby 115 behind. Then we have Xercity, Ku, and him.
And it's gonna be the city's gonna finish P10.
Next one will
manages to stay ahead of him.
Next one will be Ken. Then the next one is Sorcharvai. Now Wesley. Not happy about the blue flag behavior though. Yeah, I have to agree because there were a lot of blue flag incidents. 2:15.1 for Lightning, and he comes over the line with a 2:15.0. Wow, what pace!
Just going almost as fast as he went on qualifying with a 2:14.8 on qualifying. 2:15.0 is just remarkable for sure.
Yeah. Maverick drifting through the corner. Then we have heli power. Lost a lot of time through the weather conditions, unfortunately. So that's P9 for him.
Yeah, they will be looking to bounce back from this stint.
Definitely. And then we have the only driver next to Lightning who was able to drive 77 laps, and it's Javi. Congratulations.
Yeah, great stint from Javi.
Let's look at the result. I'll take pictures of it. Then also replay. And for those who are managing the timing document now, because I can't handle it, I'm streaming here. if you want to write it down. So yeah, I will be stopping the stream now. Thank you for co-commentating with me.
Yep, thank you for having me, and yep, let's look forward for the next stint.
Yes, good luck to your team.
Yep, good luck to you as well.
And good luck to everybody else as well. We will see you in the next stint. Hopefully we have found a driver now who can do stint 2 as a stream. And yeah, goodbye everyone.
Goodbye.